We're doing our chores to go see the movie. Going to a movie.
In this episode, we take our kids to the movie, and we show you why it's so important to pick a great town for your homestead. Hey guys, it's Jen from HomesteadHow. Come along with me, I'm going to take you for a ride to our town. In this episode, we're going to drive to downtown and we're going to take our kids to a movie. They're going to pay for themselves. They work very hard on their chores, helping clean around the house and doing their chores with the animals and also helping clean upstairs. So they're going to pay for themselves and they enjoy doing that. So come along with us and see our little town. So my morning routine is taking my girls to school, and an awesome thing that I get to view every day is these beautiful pine trees that have been growing. And the best part about it is that our school owns it, so there will never be any buildings or houses or any kind of property being built on here. It's just acres and acres of beautiful pine trees that I get to look at with the sun shining through. Every once in a while, I'll see deer or turkey running around. My two dogs, Bax and Ray, they try so hard to jump out and go after them. They're very big hunters. Interesting fact, have you ever known that turkeys actually do fly? I've never seen it in my life until I've moved out here. They'll be in herds of 6 or 8 or 10 of them, and all of a sudden they'll just get scared and they'll start flying to the trees. It's an amazing thing that I've never seen before. This is one of the many cool parts of my drive, is going into town and seeing all the deer out in the fields. And if you can see way in the background, you can see a little baby deer that's out there. So here we are in downtown, pretty typical of any town. But one thing that's different here is we have a beautiful waterfall that was, there was a church on top of a hill, and once they found out that there was granite down there, they dug a hole and unfortunately took the church out. So here we are going into town. Typical town with the taverns and stuff. But one interesting thing is they have an old candy store there. It's called B&B. If you're ever in Montello, I would highly suggest it. It's beautiful inside. It's got wood floors, wood ceiling, very creaky, an old wooden pellet stove. They sell ice cream as well in the summer, which my girls really enjoy for a pretty decent price. And then here you have the waterfalls that I was talking about. They have them on all throughout the winter and summer. This is where the church was built and they took it away. They did, however, put a little building up top that resembles a church, and every day church bells go off up there, so it's pretty beautiful just to sit and listen to. You can kind of see it up there. It's just a little replica of the church that was there. There's not much to this town. It's pretty small, about 1,500 people, but it's a beautiful place and a lot of people know each other, so it's pretty nice to be at. Then up here, next to this beautiful place, Montello is very old. There's this beautiful, now it is a movie theater. Previously, in the beginning of the 1900s, it was a opera house. So it's kind of neat, the history on it. You can go inside and they put chairs and stuff in it, but you can see how that they had this stage set up and everything. Again, if you come to Montello, it's a wonderful place to take your kids. And we'll be back here tonight to watch a movie, so stay tuned. But it's a real nice, cute little family place that has a movie every week, and they change it. The popcorn is very cheap, their soda is reasonable, and then they have slush puppies for the kids for $1. Then their candy, I think, is $1 each, so when my kids get their allowance, they like to go to a movie because they know they can pay for their own food there. If you're enjoying this video so far, please subscribe. Be sure to click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This way you'll get a notification when we post new videos. And then another interesting part is behind over there is the courthouse. But in front of the courthouse there is a giant, massive tree that is over 200 years old. It was a lot larger, but we had a tornado a few years ago that took some of it down. It is the largest tree in Wisconsin, so it's pretty neat to be part of that in our town. So even though Montello is not very big, there's a lot to see here. And if you're passing through, I would recommend those 3 things: the tree, the movie theater, and the B&B ice cream shop. There's also tons of lakes around here. There's Montello and Buffalo, which are 2 huge lakes around here. They get a lot of fishing, and actually people are ice fishing now, so it's kind of neat to go out and watch them ice fish. But as of any homestead, I would consider looking at your town, and here are my 2 co-pilots, I guess you would say, co-drivers, Baxter and Ray. They travel with me everywhere I go.
This is our allowance for cleaning up tiny house and stuff. Hey, you're not putting this on YouTube. Okay, you're gonna be on YouTube. You're on YouTube.
Say hi, Alyssa.
2,000 years later.
Where the dog died, come back to life, died. No, I mean, it's like, what is the purpose of your life?
What is it?
Have fun. Have fun. And whoever face you like, just that's what it said.
See what it does for you.
Watch a movie.